Hi guys, this is Scott Devine for iBase Magazine, and this is my third lesson on how to create walking bass lines. In the last two lessons we've looked specifically at the two in a bar feel, and within that we've been using roots and thirds, roots and fifths, and roots, thirds and fifths. Now in this lesson we're going to start creating walking bass lines using that information. So when people talk about walking bass lines, what is typically meant by that is walking 4 beats per bar. You'll have heard this a million times before, okay? But I'll just give you a quick example just in case you haven't, okay? So 4 beats in a bar are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just 4 beats in a bar. Now, I was using several different methods of getting around the chords there, but what I'm going to do within this lesson is condense the material down so we can really work on the information that we've learned in the last two lessons. Now, this exercise 1 is a walking bass line created only with roots and fifths. That seems quite daunting because there's not many choices there, but you'll be surprised at how inventive you can get with just roots and fifths. I'm going to give you 2 speeds for each exercise. This is the first exercise and we're doing roots and fifths. Here we go, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. One small round. Now we're going to pick up the speed of exercise 1 and I'm going to add a few fills in, but all the fills will still be root and fifth, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. Now within this second exercise, we're going to add thirds into the mix. Adding thirds is going to be able to tell us whether the chord is major or minor, and therefore it'll add a lot more harmonic depth to the walking bass line, and also it'll give us so many more options as well. This is exercise 2 at the slower tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again. here we have exercise 2 at a slightly faster tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're watching these exercises and examples that I've been showing you, you've probably noticed that I'm not always playing the root on the first beat of every bar. And this is something to take into consideration when you're coming up with your own bass lines. Sometimes it's nice to have the root on the first beat of the bar, and it's important as well because it grounds the bass line. But now and again it's nice to be able to break free from that and play thirds and fifths on the first beat of every bar, which is also really important. Now if you just see a bar as a bar of information, for instance C minor, you can fit any of the C minor notes, any of the root, the third, the fifth, on the first beat of that bar. What I recommend you do is take this chord sequence and write out or memorise some pre-written walking bass lines around it. So what I'm saying to you is work some bass lines out and learn it, and then just get familiar with how that feels playing around the sequence. Next week I'm going to add chromatic passing notes into the mix, which is really going to start mixing things up. Take it easy and I'll see you in the shed.